It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the cards and the fins. All that and more. Coming up next.
Just about 8 miles inland from the warm waters of the Atlantic, we are inside Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football. The kicker, Chad Ryland, ready to get things started. And off we go from South Florida. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
The NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, Raheem Mostert. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Huntley. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
To throw is Huntley. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
They will indeed go as, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
The Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, 1st overall pick in 2019. Wows you with those highlight plays over the years. Off the injury, Greg, the Cardinals quarterback, is once again the exciting Kyler Murray.
Here's what you call a bit of a unicorn of an athlete at the quarterback position. And when healthy, Mike, make no mistake about it, this guy is a flat-out playmaker. He possesses this rare ability with his legs to extend plays as he improvises that it's just hard to coach. But don't let that small stature fool you either. His arm talent, it's up there with some of the best in the league. The knock on him is how careless he can be with the ball at times. He needs to learn the difference between taking calculated risks and reckless ones, because if he does that here, he has as good a shot to be successful as anybody in this league.
Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Connor. And he will get into the end zone. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Devon Achane to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Here we go. Strike. Dragon 60. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw across his body is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. Hill brought in motion. Huntley. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Right back to Mostert on first down. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They'll run. It's Mostert. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
Come on. Hey.
Once again, it's Mostert. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Back to throw. Huntley. Now he'll run. And the Dolphins are going to have themselves a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 7-yard line. A gain there of 13 yards.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Here's Mostert. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Throwing, Huntley. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Now, faking the give, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Huntley now. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. To return is Greg Dortch. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Cardinals offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's to the 4th overall pick. It's Marvin Harrison Jr.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Throwing again is Murray. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Extra point now by Riley. It's up and through. And the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return is Achane. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Huntley. That is caught left side by Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
First and 10. Mostert. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Ready? Ready? 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Kaiser White able to make the tackle. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. He'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. In motion, it's Waddle. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll look to pick up the pace. One more time with Mostert. He slams it in there, and he is in. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Miami. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Murray. First down throw there is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Gonna work Connor in the middle here. He'll get about 2. David Long there on the stop. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. Out to return for the Dolphins, it's Braxton Berrios. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. Raheem Mostert and the Dolphins heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And he'll take this forward for about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He's going to run it.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
3rd down, 3 to go. They'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You can just see the frustration of... See him get off the quarterback. He's like, man, hold that ball for 1 tick longer, man. I'm there to record the sack. Nice job by the quarterback having that timing and rhythm to get that ball out of his hand. You can imagine, he got close this time. That defender, he's going to keep coming, and don't be surprised if he eventually gets to him.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Now Murray. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey, he is tough to throw on. There to bat that one away. Murray's going to throw again. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the second half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Dolphins offense and Raheem Mostert heading onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 19 strikes. 19 strikes.
To throw is Huntley. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
65 minutes. 65 minutes.
Huntley.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal. Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that,
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Three points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Cardinals offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd down and 8. They'll go right back to Connor. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get about 5. They'll go again here to Connor. A pickup of 14 on that one. It's an Arizona 1st down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Murray. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Dolphins. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
The Dolphins offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Huntley. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll try to run it here with Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this to the former Falcon, Jonnu Smith. He is in. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st down, the drive begins with Connor. The ball's out, but this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive. On
1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. 14 yards on the pickup there.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the give. This is Connor. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. Second and 10. On the handoff, it's Connor. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On third down, Murray. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And he'll take it on in. Zay Jones. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with first and 10. Throwing, Huntley. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Huntley now. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. So on fourth down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. DJ Dallas, the return man. The Cardinals offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. Here's a give up the middle, Connor. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards. On the ground, it's Connor. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. Well, they hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Running here is Connor. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk?
He fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Warriors, 70.
Back to throw. Huntley. That's taken in by Achane. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Huntley. Off he goes.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Here we go, set. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's got Berrios. It's complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll stick to the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
In motion, it's Waddle. He'll look to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Dragon 60. 19 right.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Here's 2nd and 9. A tight end in motion now. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Power run inside. Here's Connor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the gun, it's Murray. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. We'll see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
The Cardinals line up for a punt. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. The Cardinals lining up for a punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Get it. 60 average. 60 average. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 32 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Now, faking the give. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he will score. Durham Smythe. Touchdown, Miami. What a catch and run by the tight end as he takes it into the end zone and finishes the play. Greg, you know what that's like. Tight end touchdown.
Mike, so often the tight ends are considered to be the possession guys, right? They're the guy you throw it to when you need an easy catch, you need a reliable target. But not this guy. He is a downfield weapon, and he just showed you right there what he's capable of.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Dortch now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Cards offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Murray. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. From the shotgun. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And the defense has it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind, and let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory, and after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Mostert. is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Dortch now to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he is yet to find anything to lean on in this one. This is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Now it's Murray. He's got his receiver. It's Jones. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. 1st down throw for Murray. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So a win here for the Dolphins. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.